December has come and gone already. It went by so quick, didn't it? So now we're into 2025, and so I'm going to go recap how our December was, because once again, it was chaotic and crazy. And so I will share with you today our December update. Hi, welcome to Schulte's Sweeties Homeschool YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie, and I'm a mom of 3 girls, ages 13, 9, and 7. I share a lot of our homeschool journey, the curriculum we use, and all sorts of things. So if that is something that you are interested in, I would love for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. So, like I said, December went by so quick, but it was so chaotic. And the first 3 weeks were crazy of December. It was lots of things going on. And so I felt bad because I was like really looking forward to those first 3 weeks being done. But so I'm just going to go through and share with you some of the things, the highlights or the craziness that added to our month of December. And then I'm going to share what I am kind of thinking of for this next semester. I will do a more in-depth of what hasn't been working and what has been working for this last few months for our first semester. And I will share that in a couple weeks. There's going to be a collaboration, so I'll share that. So December. So my middle two were in the play Peter Pan, and so they had practices every day after school for most afternoon evenings for several hours leading up to it for like a full week. That was probably, I think that was the second week of December, and the play was that Friday night. It was a great play, but I also volunteered to help out with like getting food for the kids, and it was a little bit chaotic to volunteer and long day. So the following week after that, so the third week of December, Monday of that week, my mom and I took our younger two to a local theater, a children's theater that we have tickets for. And I was kind of excited for this. It was the Santa Claus, and we were supposed to go and watch it. We got there, and my middle daughter had like a stomach ache, and then my youngest was kind of complaining of her stomach aching, and my oldest, even when she got home from school, her stomach was not feeling well either. So it was like a day of everybody's stomach hurting. So we ended up leaving the play a little early, which was kind of sad, but the play was good for what we watched, about a half an hour of it. And then the next day was a choir concert for my oldest with school related stuff. It was a very long concert, so it was just my mom and I that went because I didn't want my little girls being bored and needing sleep. So then the next day, so this was 3 days in a row. So on that Wednesday, my oldest was also had the chance to be in a radio show, a local radio show. It's a Wonderful Life. And it was really exciting she just had a small part, like as one of the daughters, the oldest daughter. But it was really fun to watch her, listen to her that night, but we did end up getting to watch her in it as well. It was like on YouTube as well. So that was the first 3 days. Oh, and after that radio show, she had to come home and create something for art that was food related. It was like an art food project. So she was like up till super late. I mean, almost every day for those first 3 weeks, she was up till 10 or 11 at night because of like after practices, she would have homework or things to do after she got home from all her extra things. So it was kind of she was lacking sleep. But then that Friday, she did have her last day of school before break, and they got to go to see the best Christmas pageant ever. They walked, the movie theater isn't too far away, so she got to walk there and with her 8th graders, and they got to watch that for their like fun activity that day. Mom and I also had a movie day with our younger two as well, and so that was a fun time right before break. And I had already decided that we were not going to do any schoolwork leading up to like for the next 2 weeks, since my oldest was going to be home. I was like, we're not doing it because my younger two would be jealous that my oldest didn't have school. So leading into Christmas break, oh, it's been crazy. It's been relaxing, I will say that. But I also felt like I was lacking so much the first part of December with like cleaning our house and stuff, that I feel like I've been scrambling like crazy trying to get things cleaned up. I knew we were hosting one of my oldest daughter's friends, and so I was like, we have to really clean this house. So that's been kind of like one of my things. My oldest has had a friend over, and she went to a friend's house. She also went to some other friends from her school, so she has had a lot of fun this break. It's been fun because she was always kind of like feeling like she didn't have super close friends right in the last year or so, and so this has been fun to see her get closer to other people and develop some closer friendships. So that's been really fun. My younger two also got to have a sleepover with cousins at my in-laws' house, and so they had a lot of fun there. We've had family get-togethers. We got together with my mom for Christmas. I went to Christmas Eve service. And then we have also for New Year's Eve, we got together with friends for a little bit. We kind of have some head junk going around right now, which isn't great. But thankfully we're able to kind of relax and just chill for a little bit. And then we also it was after Christmas, but before New Year's, we went to see some Christmas lights with my mom that we went and saw last year when she was out of town. And so I wanted to take her, and we got to see it. It was a nice, warmer night. It was a little muddy, but it was warm at least. And so we enjoyed that time together. But we have just tried to take some days like relaxing, and I'm trying not to do too much. That's why I haven't actually been on YouTube. I was like, I am burnt out on everything. I'm just done. And I needed to focus on cleaning too. And so we haven't done a whole lot. And like I said, I did a lot of YouTube videos in December and November with lots of giveaways. And so I just kind of was like, I need a break. There is one giveaway still going on. If you are somewhat local to Indiana, you might want to check that out. There is a homeschool expo coming in June to Indianapolis, Indiana. And I have been invited to be a speaker, probably just one of the breakouts. But I would love for you to go check out that video. I will link it here and down below for you to check that out and see if you could win a couple of tickets if you are somewhat local to Indiana, or if you want to fly in for it or drive to it, make it a destination this summer. I would love to meet some of you. That would be also a great thing. So definitely check out that video. And now I'm going to move on into homeschooling. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you a whole lot because I'm going to go kind of more in depth with that in a couple weeks. But a couple of changes that we are doing or have already started making the changes. So I'll go into that. But one of the things is, so our house is kind of like a backwards walk-in basement. Like we walk in our front door and it comes into the basement of our front door. And that's kind of where I have our homeschooling set up, and that's where we do like our independent work. But, and then sometimes I've been having our family work upstairs in our living room, but my husband kind of hates it because, like I said, I haven't done a great job with keeping things clean. So I have now moved that all downstairs since I've been doing more cleaning and trying to get rid of stuff. So we are gonna make that into our homeschool. We're gonna make our basement into our homeschooling area all the time. Like it has toys. We have toys and games and stuff down here anyway. But hopefully that will also encourage my daughters to not bring so much junk upstairs, because we're trying to keep our living room area cleaner. And so we do have like a little electric like fireplace heater thing, and so I'll turn that on in the winter here, and I have actually our books set up for family time right there on like the fireplace thing. So we'll try it out down here. We haven't actually done that down here. I don't know why. But it seems like a lot of times, especially in the winter, I'm like, oh, it's cold downstairs, so let's go upstairs. I mean, our basement, I'm actually down in the basement now, so it is finished. It's not even like as super, super cold, but like we tend to just bring stuff upstairs, and I know that creates more mess, and I'm trying hard not to do that. So some of the things that we're adding in, so before Christmas, this was purchased. We have the La Malita's Spanish. I saw a video from Homegrown Homeschool. I will link her channel down below if you want to check it out. But she kind of went through it, and that kind of sold me on it. I'm excited. We have been using Masterbooks Academy Spanish, but our thing expired, our Spanish expired on there. So we no longer have access to that, and I was like, I want something different that, I don't know. But La Malita's Spanish really looks a lot like The Good and the Beautiful, like their language arts, so it's kind of fun. I don't know. We'll see if we like it or not. But we have that. One of the other switches that I decided we were kind of holding on, but not really doing our Winter Promise Hideaways in History. I wanted to love it, but I was just not picking it up. So I had looked at other things. I was so tempted during Black Friday sales, but I decided not to get anything else for history. As you know, we have already been doing some Harbor and Sprout units. Like we started the art one before Christmas. I thought we would finish it before Christmas. We did not. But that does have history and geography in it. I already have had rabbit trails through history. I have ancient and medieval. We started ancient like over a year ago, and we didn't really get through too much. And so we are going to work, well, we got through most of it. We just have like 2 books left. So we are going to work through that as well. And so I figure between those 2 things, the Harbor and Sprout units and rabbit trails through history, it will like kind of encompass things. And like I add things here and there, like as I see fit. So I am not too concerned about history after all. Next year, I already have plans. Like I know we're going to use Guest Hollow and I'm excited about that. So we are going to work through these other ones first, because then I want to move into Guest Hollow's American history. So I'm excited for that. Another thing that I went ahead and got, I don't know, I was on like Facebook Marketplace or something. I saw someone selling these like Lakeshore Learning workbooks, and I started looking into it, and I've been doing more with both of the girls that I'm homeschooling, that like the reading comprehension books and those type of things. And I was looking at their workbooks, and I have not really like looked into them too much, but I was really liking what I was seeing, and I can't even remember what all I got. I'm pretty sure I got a grammar one, a reading comprehension one, and one other one for my middle daughter. So all for like 4th grade. It might have been spelling or vocabulary. I can't even remember. So those have not been shipped yet, but they were like really cheap, like around $5 or so. I think I ended up spending, because there was some extra sales, or I don't know, I had a discount. I think I spent like $10 or less with shipping. So for like 3 books. So I'm excited to get those. I don't know if we'll use them every day, but they are set up for like small portions every day. So like Monday through Friday or Thursday. So I think that those would be really easy to incorporate. And like, since I got different parts of language arts, I think that'll be good to kind of use those as we see fit. And so part of the reason why I'm getting more workbooks, of course I'm getting more workbooks, it's kind of hard. Like I know that workbooks aren't always the best to like learn with, but like I still get those. But my husband and I booked a cruise coming in February, and so my kids will be with my mom for a week. I'm excited for this, but I also know my mom needs to do some schooling with them, and I don't typically have her do like the math curriculum or things that she actually has to teach too much. Usually it's like workbook style work. So I do think that they will probably not do as much schooling during that week that we're gone, but I know that this will be helpful, especially for like my middle, who I'm doing a lot of like the teaching with her, and like I don't know, some of the things that we do. It'll be good that she has a little bit more workbook work. So I am excited for that cruise though. So it's kind of fun because we actually talked about going on a trip by ourselves when we hit 10-year anniversary, and that was the year after my dad died. And so we decided to do a Disney trip with our kids and kind of make it a memorable trip together in his honor. And so we did not go on a trip by ourselves then, and then we just kind of postponed it. And then like every year we've had something else going on, and last year we celebrated 15 years, but we had just gone to Yellowstone, and so I was like hinting that we should do it. And so our Christmas to each other is like, and our anniversary, all the gifts, is to go on a little trip together. So I am very excited for that. And that is pretty much all that's going on. We have a few things on our calendar for January, but like, I mean, I always say this every month, oh, it's going to be less, but we'll see. But I don't anticipate doing a lot because it's January, and like, I mean, we're already expecting to get hit with snow this weekend. So not a lot is going to happen this month, just a couple field trips here and there, and that's about all that we have right now. I will let you know in a couple of weeks a little bit more of what's working and not working and plans and everything for the school year. So I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later.